I'm Cowboy Baby. I am a lesbian and I like to react to things, so this is Jubilee's Do All Lesbians Think the Same? I've never seen it before, so
Scissoring is a real thing.
yeah. Just ask my wife.
3, 2, 1.
You're like, it's not what you think.
Scissoring.
I'm sorry, I cannot believe they're disagreeing.
It's not what you think.
I don't think it's not what you think. I think it is.
I have fallen for a straight best friend.
I haven't fallen for a straight best friend, but in high school, I did fall for this girl. I shouldn't say her name. Like she's gonna watch this. Like anyone's gonna watch this. And she was straight. She ended up getting with one of our teachers. And when her parents found out, they went to the police, he got fired, and she moved away. And that was the end of that crush.
Depending on who watches this. I mean, okay, depending on who watches this person might already know or might not know. You can't help who you fall in love with. I think that's clear. We all know that we already have attractions. That was my problem, was knowing but not being able to tell anyone or doing anything about it. So like literally going home every night crying and like, why am I like this? How can I change? But especially growing up in a small town where there's really no queer people. So who you really only gonna fall in love with straight people.
I think when I was younger, I was like obsessed with my best friends, specifically like girl best friends, where I wouldn't say I was like in love, but I placed a lot of like the love feelings that I wanted on them without knowing what it was.
And
I get that too because I used to be really weird with friends. And I don't know, I would get jealous or upset when they hung out with their other friends. I'm like, that was weird. Looking back, I don't do that now. Now I don't care. Like, I hope my friends have other friends and they're all friends with each other. That would be wonderful.
never happened even like long ago. I was always dating girls who were not straight. If I had found out that someone I was interested in was straight, I'd be like, that's it.
I had a lot of internalized homophobia, and all my friends were always queer growing up since like elementary school. So for me, I think I never gave myself that opportunity to like fall for a straight girl.
Basically, a lot of my women best friends are queer or ended up coming out. I've lost a lot of friends for coming out because it's like, oh, like the Kaylee, she's a lesbian, she likes me. No, that's not how it is. My very attractive best friends that are just my friends and we're like this, you know? And that's just how I am.
Scissoring is a real thing. 3, 2, 1.
Yes, obviously it's a real thing.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Can we say porn?
Yeah.
Okay. Certain, like, I don't know if it's censored, but no, certain.
Comment below, all 0 viewers.
Some people, especially, you know, maybe cis men that fetishize lesbians, will see porn and they're doing things that, like, you don't do. Like, that's not something you do. But it is real, and I mean, it's validating people that do it, but it's also, like, it's not what you really think.
Hold on. Okay, so she says it's real, but it's not what you really think. I think it's real, and I think it is what you think it is. I think she's talking about tripping. I shouldn't even be talking about this. That's a different thing. That's a different thing, but they're both real.
I'll leave it at that.
It's like some clickbait for it.
Scissoring. It's not what you think.
It is. It is. Cancel this lady. No, I'm just kidding.
Brand.
Yeah.
It's like see it to believe it. I've done it, so I believe that it is real.
I would
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
take everyone's word for it, whatever you say, obviously. I don't know. I've heard that it kind of works, and then I've also heard that Absolutely not. They just won't do it. It does not happen.
I feel like if you enjoy it, it's real. You like kissing, it's real. You like scissoring, it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no like rule book of like
It's real.
how to be intimate with someone. It's your connection with your partner or the person you're messing with.
I think I'm gonna switch because I've personally only been with 2 people, being queer. And my first experience with the first person was very much like, I didn't know what I was, what to do or what to expect. It personally didn't do much for me. That's why I wanted to switch, because I do know it's real because I have done it, but just not my thing.
I certainly think it's real. I certainly think it's not for everybody, but I also certainly think it's a trial and error. Like, you have to practice basically and keep going. I'm gonna turn into a sex therapist really quick. Like, it's
You have to do what? Sorry.
everybody's body type is different, meaning every angle is different. So that's what I mean by trial and error, and you really have to do it multiple times until you get it right. It's like everything.
Give her more microphones.
You do stuff until you learn what you like. So
I have never had sex with a man.
God, I wish. This is Muffin. This is my kitty Muffin. I have 8 cats. They're all rescues. This is Muffin. Aw. He just wanted to be on camera. Basically what happened was Muffin had a family before she had me. And they thought she was too much, so they put her outside, and then a lovely lady found her. And this lovely lady got in touch with my mother, and my mother told me about Muffin, and I said, give her to me immediately.
times until you get it right. It's like everything. You do stuff until you learn what you like. So
I have never had sex with a man.
Middle ground.
We got some.
Yes or no,
Like,
right?
maybe it
I'm
happened.
like, kind of.
We have some gold stars.
We
Okay.
got gold stars.
Right.
I wish I was a gold star.
I've only been with one man who just so happened to be trans. That was enough for me to be like, this is not me. I was still seeking the parts of him that I think connected him to womanhood. And I really did him a disservice. Like, I was a terrible person for that. Also, the whole thing with gold stars, I feel it's not great. Gold stars should not mean anything, in my opinion, because
The
that
term
only.
or like, what do you mean?
I mean, no, agree. I wasn't saying that like, oh, congrats to us, because there are lesbians who are like, oh, I will only date like people gold stars. But I'm not saying like gold stars are better than not. It's just a term in my mind. That's what I was like referring to when I said that, not like.
I disagree with the whole thing of gold star lesbians being better than everyone else.
Yeah, no, it happened,
Yeah, I don't think anyone's better than anyone else for that reason. I just wish I was one.
It was, I was in high school. You know, you live and you learn. You tried. I tried multiple times, and I was like, something ain't clicking. Like, isn't sex supposed to be amazing? And then I had it with women, and I was like, oh, got it.
Funny.
That's so true. I feel like me just being with men in the past, I'm sorry, and this is gonna sound horrible. The men I dated, I don't think I respected. And so I didn't care if I hurt their feelings or if I did something wrong. I didn't care. And now that I'm with my wife, I care. I care a lot.
You said that because I feel like the first time I had sex was the first time I had sex with a woman. I came out when I was 29 and I was about to be engaged to a man. And so I was at the point where I had to be real with myself and really had to be like, if I don't come out now, I'm going to be 50 with a child and married. Coming out. I have had sex with men. I was straight for 29 years, but I always knew I was gay. But yeah, so that's why I'm here.
Boys, can you be quiet so mommy can do her YouTube? Heavy on the I always knew. I mean, I had crushes on girls in high school. And so I did at least know back then, but I still went through with dating men after that. And even marrying one. Isn't that horrible? Why did I do that?
With the wide spectrum of what people consider sex is, I had my fair share of experiments with men. I had thought I was asexual because I didn't have any romantic attraction to men. I felt forced to engage in certain.
Dude, at one point in time, I literally thought I was asexual because I was like, I don't even want to kiss my husband. Like, what's wrong with me? And then I met my wife, and I was like, nothing's wrong with me, actually. Isn't that terrible? Oh my God.
Certain activities to fit in with my friends, my cis friends around me. It just happens, and if you're not growing up with homosexuality being normalized, you're kind of just forced into it.
I dated men through college. I still don't consider myself like full on the Kinsey scale or whatever, fully lesbian. I'm still attracted to men, but I was super Christian, and so I just was not doing sexy things at all.
I'm confused. So she calls herself a lesbian, but she's still attracted to men, so you're not a lesbian. I'm very confused. She's not a lesbian then. She's queer, bisexual, pan, whatever. But you can't be a lesbian if you're still attracted to men.
Which is a bummer. I like wish I would have had sex with men. It's gone now, ring on the finger, I'm moving forward. I don't know, sounds like it's not all cracked up to be from over.
Wait, I'm confused. So is she attracted to men or not? Not like it matters, truly.
Over there, I don't know.
Yeah, like a part of me, yeah. Like I genuinely do agree because like I grew up like also like, I was very like Christian household and like when I was younger I thought like you had to wait till you're married to have sex, and then when I realized that's not a thing, I just was like, oh, I really just don't like men. What do I do? And then I just like pushed it aside, all that stuff. So I mean there is a part of me that's like, wow, I'm like I really will never have sex with a man, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with having sex with men, but yeah, maybe in another world another life I will, I don't know. Not this life, I guess.
I've been like a tomboy like my whole life, and like I've always viewed like my guy friends as my guy friends, and like I didn't know that like in elementary like one of my guy best friends had a massive crush on me because I was like, oh, that's the bro, you feel me? Yeah, like I've just always had friends, and it's never been more than that.
It's a little silly that like I'm standing on this line and imagining the comments already of people being like, well, how do you know that you're lesbian if you didn't try it with a guy?
They can shut up.
And I'm like,
respectfully, they can shut up.
how, yeah, it's like, well, I would never ask a straight person.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bad influence.
I'm a bad influence too. I tell all of my coworkers that are women, I'm like, I truly believe you're a lesbian. I really do. I have this one coworker, I won't say her name, but she has a lot of trouble with dating men. I'm like, why don't you just try dating a woman? Maybe it would change your life. And I always say that because that was my experience. So I'm like, that's the solution to all these girls' problems who have trouble dating men. It's to date a woman and be a lesbian. You'll be so much happier. But that's just what happened for me. I don't know if it would happen for them, if they're even open to that. So, but deep down in my heart, I do believe every woman would be happier if she was a lesbian. I really do.
Gay men are more privileged than lesbians.
I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like if like a homophobe were to see two women in public together, they would be less likely to hate crime them than two men. I feel like two men together is so much more stigmatized for some reason. I don't know. That's just what I think. I feel like men would get bullied for it more than a woman. I don't know.
I feel like women being on the queer spectrum at all is like less legitimate to some people.
That's also true. When like a woman says she's bi or gay, people don't take her as seriously. I don't know where I was going with that thought.
Or other women in my life is like, it's a phase. Oh, you'll get over it. It's a phase. But like, I don't really see that happening with men. If they're gay or whatever, everyone's like, they're gay, which I think is a privilege.
It is like, in a way, a privilege because you're already established. I'm a gay man. Like, I can't even tell you how many times I've been with my partner, and like, oh, that's your friend? By my own parents. Oh, how's your friend doing? You seen us holding hands. What do you mean, how's my friend doing? You know, I don't.
That's crazy. My parents, I think they love my wife more than they love me. For real.
do this with my friends.
Unrelated, but the amount of times I've like visibly kissed my partner on the lips in public and then had somebody come up to me like, you're really close with your sister.
Oh, sister.
And I'm like,
Don't even get me started on the sister thing. My wife and I look nothing alike. One of the first times we ever went out to lunch, we went to a fancy restaurant for us. We went to BJ's. We're not fancy people. And the waiter, we're literally holding hands across the table, like holding each other's hands. And the waiter comes up and is like, "Are you guys sisters?" I was like, "The fuck? No, we're not sisters." Oh, that shit irritates me. It's like so gross.
Oh my God.
so yeah, I do like that is always really weird for me.
But I think it's because we're both very femme. She's kind of like masked sometimes. It just depends on her mood. But that day, we were both very femme. And she's got big bazingas, and they were out. So we were both femme that day. And they asked us that. Like, no, we're not sisters. We make love. That would be gross.
But it was a little unrelated, but it does happen a lot.
I think that we all have our own struggles. I've known people where it's like, oh, I'll tell my kids about lesbians, but not gay men. Like they can't see that because for a lot of men, they fetishize lesbians in a way, so it's more approachable for them. Gay men, they're like, oh no, like, you know, like the F slur, all that stuff, like very aggressive towards them. So I feel as if it is easier to come out as a lesbian to some people based on society's like fetishizers and stuff.
It's funny because it would probably be the opposite. I'm Mexican, and my dad, one time we would like go to rent movies, and one time he got Brokeback Mountain without knowing what it was about. He was like, oh yeah, sometimes two men fall in love. And then when I came out to him, it was like the most disgusting thing to him for my culture and my experience.
That's really sad. That's really sad. When I came out to my parents, I knew they were going to be supportive because they always have been, but it was still so scary, like the thought of like, what if they don't accept me or who I'm in love with. And so that was really hard. I can't even imagine having parents who aren't accepting or like you don't know what their response is going to be. I can't even imagine that. And then to have that kind of a reaction, that's horrible. But to bring it back to Brokeback Mountain, I was telling my parents about Heat Rivalry because that's like one of my favorite shows of all time. And they told me I should watch Brokeback Mountain. I still haven't, but I want to. And I will. One of these days I'm going to watch it.
It's a little bit different because a woman being with another woman and like a man not being present is kind of just fed into like the machismo in my culture. So that's why I would strongly agree.
Lesbianism has always been not only fetishized but romanticized. People get to cherry pick what part of queer culture they want. Cis women kissing each other at parties and, oh, that's so cool, that's so ha 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 quirky. In a sense of hate and hate crime, you're a lot more to take a double take at two men holding hands than you are at two women holding hands. Because are they
That's true. And I feel like that's why men are hate crimed more.
or are they a couple? You know, you never know.
I have damaged relationships with my loved ones because of my sexuality.
No, I do not. I'm answering as well, if you haven't guessed. I do not. And if I did, that would be so sad. That would really be so sad.
I feel like my relationship, like, with my parents has kind of shifted it since I came out. I have no regrets. Like, my parents love me for, like, who I am. And even though they're a little hesitant, like, you know, I have one of my guy best friends, he's like, you sure you don't want to date Sean? Like, he's so nice for you. I'm like, they don't get it. It's still that disconnect, because I do wish they reacted a little bit better to it. But there's nothing I could do about it. At the end of the day, I still love who I am, and I'm not going to change myself for even my parents.
I grew up severely Mormon, and my relationship with my father is non-existent because of it, and I am a firm believer it's because he chose the religion over me. The only thing he said was, read this verse in the Bible. There was no conversation or nothing. It still hurts, obviously, because he's still my father, but if he's not gonna love me 100%, don't love me at all. And that's how I see it.
Period. Period.
Similar to you, I had kind of a rocky relationship with my dad. He was very angry when I came out, and now he's at a place where he has told me, like, I accept that you're gay and I accept that you're gonna be with a woman. He's like, I just had a vision of what your life was gonna pan out to be, and you kind of just threw that off. He tells me he accepts me, but it's just gonna take time for him to.
That's such a bizarre statement, because, like, sure, your vision of what your daughter's life could have been is completely different than what you thought, but if it had been what you thought, she'd be not happy. And then if it's what she wants, she'll be happy. So why be sad for that?
Acclimate to being around my partner. My dad is also like terminally ill, so I rather not carry like anger through the remainder of years that he has left with him, and just kind of like acknowledge that at least he's trying to make an effort to love me for me.
I also haven't spoken to my father. This year will mark 5 years. And when I came out as trans, my attraction to women, my father had a problem with it at that point. I guess it confused him. And to this day, that is an expectation that trans women are only attracted to men, and that's not the case. I'll say now, I miss my dad. I love him. I tried. It's done.
I feel bad. It's like, I mean, everyone has such like a hard. I was been very blessed. My family's very accepting. They've always knew. So when I came out, they're like, okay, very lucky.
My parents didn't always know, but my mom figured it out pretty close to whenever I told her. But I did always know that they would be supportive, so. But that didn't make it any less hard to tell them.
But I feel so bad saying that after that. I'm like,
We love that.
What do you mean?
I'm like, I'm gonna stay quiet.
You feel safe around your parents, which is what a lot of people don't have, and hopefully you're gonna carry that onto your kids if you decide to have any. But hopefully, like, you'll get to share that with other people. So don't feel bad. I mean, it's a good thing. We're happy for you.
No, I know.
Exactly.
I'm like,
It's a blessing.
yeah, definitely.
Anyway, that's the reaction. If anybody watched this, I will be genuinely so surprised. Until next time.